What is going on, everybody? Dad with a bike. And in today's video, we're actually going to have a conversation about this MRA touring windscreen for the Yamaha Tracer 900, 900 GT, etc. So if you're interested in hearing more about this windscreen, it's a nice looking windscreen. Stick around. I think it's going to work pretty good. We're going to take it out on its inaugural test ride. Tell you what I think. Be back in a bit. Alright everybody, thanks for sticking around, and if you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, help me grow the channel. If you like this video, throw me a like. If you don't, please tell me why you don't like it and what I can do to improve. But regardless, throw me a comment, let you know what you think about this video, and let me know what your experience has been with windscreens on the Tracer family, from FJ09 all the way up to the brand new one that just recently came out, or the 2021-2022 Tracer 9 and 9 GT. So I think many of us already know OEM windscreens and windshields typically suck. They're not very good. You end up swapping them out pretty quickly. And I think, in all honesty, that the OEM and we need to pull in up here at the neighborhood gas station and get some petrol, some gas, because I'm about out.
A few moments later.
Okay, so let me first start out with some expectations, I guess, on what I'm hoping to get out of the windscreen. So, the one I had before, which was not the OEM, it was about the same size as an OEM, but it wasn't the OEM. Anyway, that windscreen caused a lot of buffeting. It caused the wind to hit me in weird spots. And what I'm hoping with this one, because this one is significantly taller, it's about 3 inches taller, maybe 4, 3.5, yeah, we'll call it 3.5. And then about 2.5 inches wider on either side. So it's a much wider windscreen and it's a taller windscreen. And what I noticed on the older windscreen that I had on this bike was where the wind would hit me kind of in the helmet, it would cause a lot of wind buffeting. And I think it was because what it would do is it would disturb this air that's kind of hanging out in and around here and would make it blast up into my helmet and just cause my helmet really to shake around quite a bit. Unpleasant. Period. So what I'm hoping is, with the way that this helmet is, or the way that this windscreen is positioned, is it's enough to get the wind around me, not disturb this a whole lot, and then hit me just right in about the helmet. Let's see where I can tell. Yeah, it's hit me about just about forehead. So it's doing a pretty good job right now at putting the wind up a little bit above my head to not make my helmet bounce around. Now, we're only doing 50 miles an hour, so we're gonna see when we get up to this highway up here, when we hit, you know, 70-75 miles an hour, what's it going to do? And then we should really be able to notice it, because if it's causing a whole bunch of wind noise, then we will hear it in the GoPro and the mic should pick it up, but we will see. Well, I can tell you this, it is a whole lot cleaner air up here. Now there's a bit more wind noise, but it's actually not bad, and I would prefer a little bit more wind on my helmet than I would it bouncing my helmet around. And I'm going to try and give you a visual representation here in just a minute, kind of about where it's sitting, hitting me in the helmet. So, windscreen, you guys can probably see my hand in the camera, and then I've got wind here, here. Yep, it's literally hitting me like right in the chin at speed, which actually is kind of nice because I'm sitting up a little higher. I'm sitting on the highest level the seat has, and it's got my helmet up in like some super clean air. This is nice. I really like this. I have zero wind buffeting at all. I mean, there is none. Completely zero. Now I would imagine if I get down a little closer, I can get up under that completely. But sitting up in a normal cruising posture, cruising position, blinkers on. Sorry, I'm coming off a bike that had auto-canceling turn signals, so I'm not used to this. Having to stab it to stop the turn signal. But sitting up here, it's nice. I really like this quite a bit. And I imagine if we go a little faster, it's not going to change much. Yeah, no, it doesn't change much at all. Wind noise doesn't get any worse. Popo up here, and I'm certain everybody understands motorcycle signals. That other rider came by tapping the top of his helmet was telling me there's cops up here. I'm sure everybody knows that, but in case you didn't, now you know. That's what patting on top of the head means. And look at there he is. Hello. So the good thing is this MRA touring windscreen is really doing what I wanted it to do, what I hoped it would do. It's nice I really like it. No wind buffeting like at all. And I would trade out wind in my helmet and a little bit of wind noise over wind buffeting all day long, because wind buffeting will give you a headache. Wind noise, you know, if you've got a good helmet, which I do, I'm rocking a Shoei RF 1400, which is a fantastic helmet, then wind noise is really relative. This thing's a pretty quiet helmet to begin with. Man, I really like this. I give this thing like all my thumbs up. If I had more than 2, I'd give it multiple thumbs up. Now the one thing that I did on this MRA is I got the clear, I didn't get the smoke. They offer 3 different colors. It's clear, like smoke, and then like a darker one. And the reason why I used clear is because I'm rocking a Insta 360 1X2 up here, and I kind of wanted a clear vision through the front. We'll see whether or not I keep it that way or where I'm going to mount these cameras up here. Like I said, I'm coming off a different bike, so I have to refigure out how I'm going to run all my cables and all that stuff with this new windscreen and all that stuff. One of the things I did do, which I hope this new windscreen helps, is I tucked the microphone for this 360 up under there, so hopefully all of this is going to be nice and quiet. We'll get to hear nice engine sounds. This windscreen is awesome. Amazeballs, awesome. I like it a lot. So for those folks that are on the forums that were telling everybody that the MRA is a great helmet, I concur, appreciate it. That feedback helped me make my decision. I am super duper and uber glad of the decision that I made with this windscreen. It is night and day different from the windscreen that I had on here, and it's not that giant touring windscreen from like Yamaha or Puig, which works for many, works for some. Doesn't work for me. I don't like the look of it. I kind of want a little bit of a nice sleek look to my bike. Anyway, I like it a lot. I approve. And with that, I'll leave you. Y'all have a good one. If you guys stayed until the end of this video, do me a favor, follow on to one of these other videos, check out one of these playlists, tell everybody about this channel, help me grow it, and all that good stuff. I love you all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be nice to one another. Peace.